Y'all doing? If you like reseller content, toy content, like, subscribe, comment below. Video 2 of the $30 bin of quote-unquote junk. So far I've got a bunch of Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, an Exo Squad, and a whole bunch of Funko Pops. So let's, I'm just reaching in and pulling stuff out. I didn't go through the bin when I bought it because I knew the Exo Squad paid for the whole thing. So, probably another, big, another 2 videos worth at least. What on earth? Looks, I don't know, familiar in a way. Wouldn't be Nightmare Before Christmas, would it? It has that aesthetic. Toxic Toons 2004. It's very dusty. Oh, all right. Let's see if we can pull this up. So, first off, we got this with 22 watchers at $120. So yeah, we're definitely gonna wait and see if we got this guy in here. But yeah, this could be good. It's not particularly, it doesn't feel high quality, but it's actually hollow. You know, this guy's broken. This guy's also broken. And people are asking 40, 50 bucks. Now, there's not a lot of listings. So, just go over to sold. You ask whatever you want for something. Nobody's buying them, then... Yeah, we got one that got shipped overseas. Rare. So 22 watchers on this. Makes me think that the fact is everybody's just priced out on it. You know, we got another one down here. 85 and no watchers. That's a bit odd. Not sure what to make of it. I'm going to see if the other guy's in there before I list it. I think conservatively, if I were to just list this guy, I don't know. I'd have to look up more about this company. It could be that the, I don't know. Toxic Toons. Okay, the space made a difference. Oh, no, it didn't. Okay. Yeah, this is the brand, Toxic Toons. So this could be something that is rare and has a low demand as well. You know, this one's sold for a lot of money. I don't know. I would have to look into it a bit more, but I think at worst, it would be like 20 bucks. Something like that. All right, we'll move him over. I'm waiting on some stuff to list these, like if the bottom has a bunch of weapons for the turtles and all that jazz. So I'm not actually listing them. I'm sorting at the moment. All right, another big thing. What the hell is this? Usually big figures don't sell well. This is heavily articulated for a big figure. Torso articulation. Knees don't bend. That's odd, but they're flexible. The shoes have tread. I have no idea. I'll have to look on the back. Need a flashlight. 1999 Hasbro. That does not help me whatsoever. All right, we're gonna have to lens this because I don't know. It looks like Doctor Who or something. It's very unusual for a figure this large to exist. Hasbro especially. So this is a bounty hunter from Star Wars. Zam Wessel. Okay. I'm guessing that I don't remember this character at all, but that's doesn't fit. Down? Sure does. Like I said, really posable. But does anybody care? Sam Wessel. Figure. Well, there it is, I think. 12-inch figure. Sounds about right. I thought it would actually be larger. No, it's 12. Yeah, I might even put something against the wall, and I don't even have to be bothered with this. But 22 in box, and we're missing like a chest piece, a belt, weapons, and a mask. So I'm thinking this is not going to have value. Also, you have to consider that this is heavy and needs to be shipped. So if we don't got all the parts, this ain't ever going to be listed. 805 for sale, 62 sold. There's one they took an offer, so under 19 in box, 1750 in box. It's a smaller one. I'm not thinking this is going to sell for anything. A bid, 99 cents. As a character, couldn't even guess what they did in the movie from episode 2. So I'll put it aside in case I have it. And then I can make a judgment call on that. I guess if I do, I'd sell it for 10. But if I don't have anything, then I'm not going to be bothered with that. All right, another item. Headphones. Okay. I don't recognize it as a brand. They feel very cheap. So, like this. These are just headphones, and this is some kind of tripod or something. Well, I guess it would work for my webcam, but I taped it to the wall. Yeah, whatever. I'll hang on to it. Might just toss the headphones, quite frankly. All right, next up, maybe something, a toy. Who knows? Netflix 2017. I'm gonna guess this is Stranger Things, just because it looks weird. Never watched it. Let's pull it up, see if I guessed right. Yeah, so Bloody Nose is going to be, who is this? 11? There, with a cookie. $4.21. Oh, with an Eggo, I'm sorry. That might mean something. Stranger Things pretty hot, I think. Or it was, at any rate. So we're looking at... Now, this is interesting. 204 of these sold. So somebody bought a pallet of these, more than likely. $7.85. So I really can't realistically beat that. So $6.08 for sale. $7.50 in the box. Yeah, I'm not even going to bother listing it. There's just too many of them. It'll never move, even at $7. So, give that to my kids to marvel at. Off to a pretty rotten start, but got a piece of paper airplane. Okay. They did describe it as a box of junk, so I'm getting to the junk part. Kaiser, Chicago. Is it like a jewelry stand? Just in case, we'll look it up, but I think it will have no value. But just in case. A doll stand. Huh. Okay. Dolls do not sell. Don't let anybody ever tell you they do. They don't. You could lose a lot of money buying dolls. The market for those has crashed significantly. Okay, we got a purple thing somebody wrote on. I already put this back once. I gotta Google Lens it. And then we got who is this? Universal Studios Funko 2016. Is that a... I don't know. Even Breaking Bad? The year doesn't match up. So 2016 Funko Universal. Make this fun, right? Can we guess where these things come from? Funko, who has monetized every piece of media ever created. Many times over. I don't think we're going to find them like this. Alright. I will lens it. Alright, so the camera thing, I can't get it Google Lens to give me anything on it. I think it goes to something from the Ninja Turtles, so I'm just going to set it aside. This is the guy Vin Diesel plays in the Fast and the Furious franchise, of which I have watched only Tokyo Drift, and I don't recall why, but I watched it. Dom Toretto. So we got 75 of this particular one, and the pricing is shockingly high. We got one out of the box at $22. Another at 18. Another at 18 with 10 watchers. Would not expect that. Because he doesn't really even look like anything. I thought it was Tuco from Breaking Bad. So yeah, these sell for a substantial amount. and the sell-through is not bad at all. Not in box. I am gonna go. I'll do 12. That makes me the cheapest by far, I believe. You know, something up on the board finally. Well, I did count that weird thing, but all right. Never to get through this if I don't hurry up. Trying to do 3 videos worth. All right, we got a Funko 2013 R2-D2. These don't typically sell for very much. The bobblehead ones. All right. Bobblehead figure, 124. That one came off the base, and they want 11 for it. On the base, they want 15. This guy's pretty much timeless. I have to imagine this stuff sells okay. Yeah, it's not too bad. There we go. So yeah, we're gonna do 9. 9 works for me. All right. Moving along. Fistful of stuff, and this is where the money is going to be. Oddly enough, so we got another piece to something. I don't know what that is. Some kind of cat. Another kind of cat, another kind of cat, and then more of those Spider-Man metal nano figures, which it looks like I have multiple sets. 4 of those. I'll put them with the rest. Haven't decided what I'm doing with them yet. This is a piece of that vehicle, the Shell Razor, it was called. Real quick on these cats. And a swing and a miss by my Google Lens there. We'll move it over and see if the yellow one pops for it. They're kind of generic, so I'm not sure. Cat Stacks puzzle game. So that's probably going to have no value whatsoever. Cat Stacks puzzle game. Looks like the cats stack up as is stated. Oh. So Cat Stacks, perfect puzzle, $12 new. Is there a parts market for it? Nope. Doubtful I'll have all of them. And even if I do, I don't have the box, so we'll toss those. Keep going here. Another set of lousy headphones. These look slightly actually better. Still don't have a name on them. Yeah, whatever, set those aside. Another paper airplane. So then we get a part for something. I don't know what that could go to. We're gonna have to hang on to that. It's a cloak or something. We got a Herschel wallet. I think is what this is. Don't know if that's a name or not. And this guy is broken. I already had one of these anyways. That's from Venture Time, but he's trash. Look up Herschel real quick. It's just a fun thing to do. You learn a little bit about stuff. So it looks like it's supposed to be that, but it doesn't have the strap. Missing the strap. I guess that would keep everything in, wouldn't it? These go for a shocking amount of money, considering they're really not anything to them. $427. 211 sold. Let's get into wallets. Yeah, there's very close to this one. 18 bucks with no strap. Mini wallet. I guess I'm gonna list this. I mean, I could do 10 bucks on it and I'll do well. So, sure. Now in the wallet business, folks. Life gives you lemons. All that. Keep going. We got... Ah, shit. I bet this goes to that bounty hunter. This looks like the right size. It is bent. You can fix these with heat. You can apply heat, or what you do is you take something like, for instance, a pen or a toothbrush that is straight. You then put paper around it, and then you tape it. And over time, it will actually reshape. It'll be fine. I'm guessing that goes to that bounty hunter, though. Actually, Google Lens won't be able to really see that, so I'm just going to throw it in the bin. We have, like, Superman if he was a vampire or something. I don't know. 2015 Superman Funko. I have a feeling this is going to be worth something. I don't know why. There he is. Blackest Night. Oh, that's from the arc with, yeah, Batman. Blackest Night Superman. 114. Only about 10 bucks. I was thinking it was going to be a good one. Last good one I got was Commander Shepard. I sold it for 50. I had it in box though. Not that popular, oddly enough. Yeah, that was a bid. That doesn't really count. We'll do 9. Okay. Here we got a Leonardo with swords. So the weapons really make these. In good shape. So that's about a tenner. Don't have to look that up. Really large. What on earth? Action Garage Micro Mini. No idea what this thing is. Ara Toy Co. No year. Made in China. Open. That's a hinge. Oh man. Are these micro machines? Are these legit micro machines? Or are they bogus? trying to see. I'll pick a different one that I can actually look at. I don't know what Micro Machines said on them. Obviously, the writing is quite small. I can't make that out. Quaker State Car. Well, we'll just go off of that. We'll look up Quaker State 20, number 26, and see if these are actually Micro Machines. I've never run into these since I was a kid. If you want to talk about, I'll do Quaker State 26 Micro. Did they make one? Vintage Racing Champion. That would be a disappointment if these were a Micro Machine knockoff, which they did have them. So see if we can find anything else. Oh, okay. So you do it and they shoot out. Coast Guard boat. This actually has something. 1986 Galoob. I don't remember who made Micro Machines, but we'll just punch in Micro Machines and see if it's Galoob. They're not gonna Galoob. Okay, so that's what they are. Boat. Micro Machines Coast Guard. There it is. Same boat, same numbers. $16. Coast Guard cutter. $7 on that other one. So I'm not sure what the market even is on these. $158 for sale on this particular thing. $41 sold. Here it is, you know, $8. Okay, that's like a little trailer. Yeah, so it says pull. If you look, there's a tab on the bottom of the boat. It says to pull. I'm not going to do it, but apparently you could. So we got Micro Machines. This one has the trailer. Or something similar. I think what I'm going to do is do a lot. Yeah, these are not all Micro Machines, though. This one says something else. Damn it. All right, so this is Road Champs, and that's what that car said. So these are Road Champs. That is a Micro Machine. I'm going to have to go through these and sort them. All right, so all the boats are Micro Machines, of which we have 5. These are all the Racing Champions brand, which we have 5. This incomplete toy, unfortunately incomplete, says made in West Germany, which if you follow world history, stopped being a country after the fall of the USSR. So unfortunately that could have been worth something, but it's missing the whole middle. Then we got this thing. And I'd hate to ship it because it's very heavy. The whole core is weighted somehow. But We got mini garage. We got 20 of these for sale. People asking, and I think it's not going to sell because when you see discrepancies like, you know, of 500% basically, it means people are just putting it up for whatever. We'll look. 5 with cars. 23 cars with that. Plus 20 cars. 15 cars. 24 cars. People are buying it for the cars. So we're just going to toss this. I can't really think anything else to do with it. So these boats go for $8 each. I'm just going to do them as a lot. And call that 25. I think that would be reasonable. These, I don't know if these are going to go for anything. We'll just check real quick on Racing Champion Minis. We have the Quaker car, easily identifiable. Yeah, all these Terra toys. Okay, so that makes sense. That's what the rotating thing was there. This looks about the same. $29 cars for $39. Let's go to sold real quick and see if these little ones are going to go for anything. A lot of the knockoffs of Micro Machines do not. And people will do this. They'll do micro, mini, Micro Machines. It's just a lot. But you don't know what you're actually getting. Those I think we'll get rid of. All right. Got time for a couple more, maybe. Here we got. I might actually have this guy already. What year is this? 2013 Leo. Another paper airplane. Odd that I'm getting so many Funkos out of this. There he is. 63. 71 of them for sale. Prices are oddly high. 18 for an unboxed one. 14. We shall see. It is older. That could be why. 18 sold flawed, whatever that means. Now I'm going to wonder, oh, are the swords supposed to be a certain way? That's a little better. Bend it back into shape. 15 for flawed, whatever that is. Yeah, we'll go for it. Fuck it. 15 it is. All right, another fistful of something here. Try to make it good. All right, we got. Who is this? We got a Plug Life. I think this is an early thing you plugged into phones and they did shit. And then we have a really weird looking Aquaman, maybe from a movie. Do I want to ruin my work phone with this? Kinda. Yeah. I don't hate it. It's kind of weird, but we'll look it up. Plug Life fan. I have no idea. See if they're outlawed. 117. You could kind of assume that this is just a bad idea. If you dropped it and broke your charging port over a fan, you know, what are you doing, really? All right, finish this up. We got Funko Aqua Man. What year? 2016. Patina number 87. And that's not good when we're at $8 still in the box, because it's kind of not very interesting. I'm assuming it pertains to the movie, like they find a statue of him or something, and they had to make a whole Funko about it. One sold. Yeah. So, yeah, we're not going to bother with that. What's that aside? Who is this guy? Scarecrow? $2015. Yep, Scarecrow. So we got 10 out of the box, right out the gate here. Some are selling for $10, $9. We'll do 9. Easy enough. Not a great day. I also didn't get through nearly as much as I thought I would, so there may be 4 videos here. It's whatever though, right? So, still making money off this $30 bin of junk. Some of it was legitimately junk so far, but obviously not a lot of it. Alright, so if you like reseller content, toy content, like, subscribe, comment below. Thank you all for watching, and I'll see you next time.